Hi YouTube friends, my name is Wendy. Welcome to my craft room. If you're new, my channel is all about crafting, whatever I'm into at the time. It can be knitting, crocheting, cross-stitching, plastic canvas, making dream catchers, all kinds of different things. Today's video though is going to be, this is Crafty update number 10, but it is going to be my Yarny whip parade. What I'm bringing into 2026 and what I hopefully will tackle in 2026. I'll show you everything, and then I am going to enter it all into a wheel, and then every video I will select, spin the wheel and work on a whip and see if I can make some headway on them. The first one I have is a cowl. This is the cowl is called Knit Chat Cowl. It's by Chit Chat Knits. And there's a picture. Oh. So bear with me, I'm using a ring light for the first time so I can see it in my glasses. I'm going to be very distracted until I get the hang of using it. But anyway, it's a really pretty cowl, and what I like about it is that it goes over your head, so you have something around your neck so it's not falling off like you know, shawls and that sometimes are hard to wear. This has a neck. Yeah. So what I had intended to do with this was I had signed up for a sock club through Polka Dot Creek, and it was colorways based on the Friends series. So really I only did a couple of, so I used the mini and the leftovers from the sock and the mini. I like the way it looks. The trouble was I forgot to order one on time, and then I got a couple in DK weight, so I won't be able to use those. So I'll probably just use different colors or whatever I have just to get it done. So it's fingering weight yarn. It's 3.75 needles, and there's some little gingerbread stoppers. Yeah, so that is project number 1. Project number 2. Oh my goodness. This was also by Polka Dot Creek. The bag came with the kit, or the club. This is a blanket club, and oh boy, quite a lot done. So I've lost track of what months they are, but here's one month. So it's like, let me see, what's the name of the pattern? So basically the minis came quarterly in like this was December, and a really nice club, beautiful yarn. So there's all the December colors. So it looks like I have 2 months left to do. Yeah, that's not as bad as I thought. And the blanket is called Stitch in Time by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. There we go. There's a nice picture of it. So each month you do a block, and then you stitch them all together with a neutral yarn. A nice cream neutral did come with the the blanket club. That's blowing out. Oh, now I see what people mean by blowing out from the light. Anyway, it's just a cream. It's very nice. I think it's undyed. But so here's 1 month, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I love that one. Well, they're all nice. 10. Oh, 11. How do I have 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 10. 10. And I have 11, 12. Yes, that makes sense. So I don't know why I stopped. I just get, it's just like squirrel. You see something else you want to start, and then you get involved in something else, and you forget to go back to it, and then you forget what you were doing, how you were doing it. Yeah, so it's really pretty. I've got to get back to that. That'll be nice. That'd be nice on the back of the couch all year. Okay. So that is number 2. I'm writing these down. Stitch in time blanket. So yeah, the club was by Polka Dot Creek. The pattern is Stitch in Time Blanket by Kay Jones. Okay. And number 3. This is just a bag I made. I don't even know where the pattern, I think I might have saw it on Yarn Inspirations. I'm just using up scrap yarn. Okay. Oh yes. This blanket, oh, I can't remember the name of it. I'm gonna have to go looking for that. All I can see, I was using a 4mm hook. It's a corner to corner, but done in strips, and I will find out and put the information below. I don't want to stop now to find out, but this is how much I had done. Oh, and I was doing that with Terry at the Yarn Joy podcast. And the yarn I was using was Karen's Skinny Cakes. Let me see. There we go. And the colorway is Spearmint. Yes. So I think what happened with this is I ran out of yarn. And I went to Michael's to look for it, and of course couldn't find it. And then another time I went, I happened to find one cake, and I knew I wasn't going to, like, I think this used up 2 cakes maybe? So anyway, oh, it has a sparkle. It's a shimmery color. Very nice. So anyway, I did find some more yarn at Michael's. So I have 2 more cakes plus this one, so I should be able to get it done now. I have to find out what the name of it. Maybe I'll go see if I can find out. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I looked, and what it was a tutorial crochet along that Terry did at the Yarn Joy podcast. And it was crochet corner to corner, join as you go, squares. So I don't think there was a pattern. I'm not sure. I'll see if I can go back to her original video where she showed it before she decided to do the crochet along. But Anyway, that's what that is. Very nice. It works really well with color changing yarn. So she used a mandala cake and I used the skinny cake, the Caron skinny cake. Okay. So the next item, oh my goodness. This was a the oh, I have some here, some here. So this was the Barocco year-long make-along last year. I did 2 squares, kept up to date. Just so every month they do a different technique. I like that one too, it's textured. Then the 3rd month I got distracted, and then when I went back to it I was kind of rushing through it, and I mean, if you make hats and things, it shouldn't have been a big deal, but for some reason I just wasn't in the mind space for it. So anyway, I made it. I didn't realize till after I sat back and looked at it. It looks like one of those knitted knockers. Oh boy, it's supposed to be a square. So I forgot to repeat it the 4th time. So I'm gonna have to frog that. And it looks like I started the next month. I have no idea. No idea what that was. I do like the yarn that I was using though. It was all Bernat Premium. This colorway was Ivy. Yeah, that's a good representation there. This colorway is Peacock. I love that color. And then this was, if I can find a ball band for that. Not sure if that was Craft Smart, so that's from Michaels. Colorway Arctic. I'm not sure if that's that or not. Must be. It's from the other ball band. Oh no, there's a red heart ball band in here. No, this is this one. Yeah, Sutherland Stripe. Yeah, there. So that's nice. I'd like to get back to that as well. I've seen people's blankets that are finished. They're beautiful. And like I said, every month it's a different technique. There's a lot of pattern work. There's some color work. Yeah, so really good exercise, really good learning opportunity if you stick with it. So we'll put that down, number 4, Barocco blanket. Okay. Okay, so the next one was, there's a group of people on YouTube that do Luck of the Draw. This was Luck of the Draw 11. It was hosted by Mama Swift, I think. And I think I got, oh, what did I get? 1, 2, 3 weeks done. So it's just like every week she draws a number. Pretty colors. And you pick. Okay, so I was interrupted. So anyway, yeah, luck of the draw 11. I'm just using nope, that's not it. Oh, just using some different scrap balls. Yeah, and white. Okay, and I think finally the last blanket was oh, I can't think. It was an annual make-along. And I had one of these bitty stripes, and then I tried to pick colors that would go along with it. So there's all kinds of different colors in here. And so I think I pretty much can put together a blanket with what I have. Or a throw anyway. And get that done pretty quickly. I like this one with the Jacob's ladders. Yeah. Some, at the beginning I was sort of doing one of every color of that month. I was really gung-ho at the beginning. Who is the... Oh, it's a Canadian girl. I'm gonna look her up. Hold on a second. Okay, I found it. The name of the blanket is Granny's Magical Cupboard by Jada in Stitches. So yeah, so I probably have, let me see what I have, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Well, I have 20 squares, and they're probably all a good 7 by 7, so I could probably, but I have lots of yarn in those colors left, so maybe I'll give it a go to finish off the at least one of every other month. Okay, so that's it for the blankets. Now we'll get into smaller projects. I'm going to put all that away and I'll be right back. Okay, I did have one more blanket. I got this book, A Year of Granny Squares. I was influenced by Jen of Always Time. Oh gosh, anyway, her friend was the author of this book. I'll put it in the notes below. But anyway, I started at the beginning of the book and I got through. Everything is grouped off like in chapters by seasons. So for example, spring. This was the first one. Spring Kite was the name of that square. So I got all the spring squares done, and what I did was I put them all together. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I put all the spring ones together and I thought that's too small for a blanket. So I thought what I would do is do a quadrant of each season. And I think this was the first square of the summer. But I don't have a lot of DK weight yarn, and that was all DK weight yarn. So that kind of put me on hold for that project. I'll have to get some more DK weight yarn to do those squares. So I don't think I'm going to enter that into my wheel for now, because I really don't want to buy any more yarn until I get this all tackled and tamed. Yeah, but I thought I better show it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so in this bag, this is a bag I made. I had some scrappy yarn, and this was the start of Grumpkin, the gnome by Amazing Landscapes. Is that her name? I've never done one of her projects, her gnomes. I've crocheted gnomes, but I've never knit a gnome. But I thought it would be a great use of sock yarn, scrap sock yarn. But I didn't like the needles. I found the needles weren't working for me, so I had to get some more needles, and then I just never got back to it. So I would like to get back to that. So Grumpkin. Okay. And this is, okay. I keep running out of space, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, this is Erin Lane's project bag. And this was a crochet sock. I got this far, but I can remember when I did it, it wasn't sinking in. I was just following directions. And okay, so I was saying at the time, I didn't know much about socks. I hadn't knit socks either. So crocheting them and knitting them, it was the same. It was, you know, you didn't get the construction of a sock, how it worked. And so, but it looks like it was going along pretty well. The designer was Ron Strong. He and Marley Bird did a collaboration where they taught to make socks. So I did finish the knitted pair, but I never did finish these. So I do want to go back to those. Okay. Number 8, crochet socks. Okay, I'm going to just do one more for now, and then I'm going to upload this video, and I'll do a second part of the video because I'm having trouble with storage on my tablet that I record on. And I tried on my phone, and I had a worse time with my phone, so I don't know. But okay, this bag I made myself, and oh, cute. I remember the name of the socks. I'll have to find it. Anyway, I just started a pair of socks. The yarn is Amble Wandering Souls, and the colorway Seawall. And then I'm not sure what the contrast, it was, I think from a mini, just a mini that I had. Yeah. Okay, so that's 10 for now. I think I'll upload this video, and then I'll record the rest. Or wait, no, it looks like I have 20 minutes left. Maybe I can get through this in 20 minutes. Let's see. Let's see. The trouble is with crafters, I'm sure you all know, we want to do everything. So we jump into everything. Okay, oh yes, this one, it's a sweater. I was going to do this to practice color work because I thought if I could get this done, then I would get a good handle on color work. It's called the Nordic Mix Sweater by Laura Dalgard Knit. There. And oh yeah, this bag I made. The yarn I'm using is Heartland, Lion Brand Heartland, in the colorways Yosemite and Black Canyon. So I got just barely a start on this. Yeah, but it's a lot of color work. I was using 5mm needles. I was influenced to start this pattern by Anne of the 3 AM Knitter. I think she had a bit of a knit along, and of course I didn't keep up. Another bag I made. Let's see what's in here. Oh, this is just scraps that I brought with me on a trip. So there's no whip in there. Good. And then finally, no, not finally, I have 3 more bags in it. This I think is my oldest whip. Between that and the socks, the crocheted socks. This is a Yarn Inspirations pattern, but it's by Marley Bird. It's called Hidden Pocket Steeked Knit Cardigan. There we go. And so I was really intrigued by that. And I think this was my first time working on a sweater. And well, I made a fair amount of progress. Oh, there's some nice cables. Oh, wow. And I think the cables go down the raglan. Yeah, nice. I gotta get back at that. And the yarn is pretty sure it's Patton's I'm using 3.75 and 4.0mm needles. Oh, this bag is by Evertote in London. I'm pretty sure more of this yarn, yes, Patton's. At least I have the gray. I don't know what the red was called, but it's the same wool. It's Patton's Classic Wool, worsted weight, in dark gray mix. And I don't know what the red was called, but it's the same yarn. There. So I'm anxious to get back at that. Looks like it'll be a nice sweater. Okay. So I'll put steeked sweater. Nordic sweater, I forgot to write that down. Okay, that brings us to 10. Okay, be right back. Okay, next, another bag I made. I don't remember what's in here. Oh, cotton sprout yarn. Okay, this is, I'm not calling this a whip. This is going to be one of my 12 cast-ons for this year. This was a swatch I did to see what the yarn would be like. But I think I'm going to do the Toasted Tea, and that's going to be one of my cast-ons. So I'm not going to count that as a whip in this pile. That'll go up here for a cast-on. Okay. Next, this is just a scrappy not blanket, basket. Made like a round bottom. And I'm just using scrap balls made with magic knot. Yeah. So I will put that down. Scrap basket. Okay. Next, this bag is by the Kitchen Sink Shop. This was her, it's hard to see, it's blown out. There we go. This fabric was her kit for Little Women. Let's see. Oh, this is a scrappy sock that I've been using, the Stitch in Time blanket. I've been using the scraps from that to make socks, and so I'll knit it on that sock, and then I'll divide it in half, knit it on that sock, and then add the other to my magic knot ball, so I can have a matching scrappy sock. So I guess I really have to get the other blanket more going on that first. But okay, so I did that. I did this. Oh yeah, that's not okay. And next, this bag is by Farmhouse Sewing Cafe. This was a lady in the States, little bits or something like that. She made little charms and stitch markers and things as well. I don't see her selling things anymore. I just mostly see her talking about reading now. Okay, this, I'm calling it a whip because I started it and I took it out. But I really want to get back to it. I don't have the name of it here. Oh yeah, this is by Curious Handmade. That's Helen Stewart, and it's the Curling Mist shawl. And I don't think I printed the picture of the shawl. No. The yarn is by oh, it's so soft. The Crafty Toads. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful yarn. So, the Curling Mist shawl, I need to get back to that. Wow, so many things. Let's see. This bag I got at Polka Dot Creek for their advent calendar a couple years ago. It was the family vacation one. This, oh, look at all these beautiful minis. This is the Riptide Wrap. This was a knit along, or crochet along, by Judy, Judy's Creations and Crochet, and Lynanne at Nina's Knots Crochet. And the pattern is Riptide Wrap Advent Edition by Sweet Crochet Dreams. It's a beautiful pattern. Yeah. So let me see how much I got done. I'm using a 5mm hook. Yeah. It's quite a long wrap. So that's nice. I like to get back to that. Beautiful colors in there. Beautiful, beautiful. The trouble with when you do this, it's like you had a plan. It looks like I had them all lined up for what order I wanted them, but I couldn't tell you for the life of me what that was now. And let me see. Oh, I do have the Harvest truck pillow. Once it was time for the changing colors, I just sort of flaked out of that. Yeah, so I have to get back at that. Harvest truck pillow. That's not too bad. Now I know I do have, oh yes, and here's the big one. This was the Stephen West make-along shawl, mystery shawl, this past year. And once again, I just get bored and want to move on to something else. I'm looking at it and it's like gorgeous. I've seen so many people have finished, but lots haven't. So that's where I am with that. Yes. Mystery shawl. I think it's the Musicale it was called. That's gorgeous. And I think I'm still only on the second glue, or maybe the first, I don't know. And then in here I have 2 pairs of socks. This is the Sandbar socks, I believe, but by Knit Sip Happy, Nancy Wheeler. And then the other pair, I'll show you just the back of the leg. I've got one sock finished, and that's a test knit for the 3 AM knitter. Oh no, those are Sandbar. The ones by Nancy, those were Wild Geese DK socks. That's right. Sorry about that. And Sandbar. Okay, so I think that's everything. That's 17 whips. 17 whips. It's not as bad as I thought, you know. They just look like a lot in big bags, blankets especially. There, so I think what I'll do now is I will upload this video. Then I will make a decision wheel, and I will spin the wheel and pick the first thing that I'm going to work on, and I will show you my progress on my next video, which should be, let me see. My next crafty video is going to be should be January 16th. I'll be shooting for that. This Friday, the 9th, I'm hoping to start my floss tube videos. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to show all my whips and what I'm working on, and yeah. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully this year I'll get control of some of these whips. I am casting on, and you'll see in my video, I'll link it below. I cast on, I think I've done 4 in a video, and I've done 2 more that I have to video. So 6 so far, but I'm doing 12 cast-ons for 2026. So yeah, I will have 17 plus 12, that's be 29. Hopefully I won't start anything else other than those. We shall see. But anyway, in the meantime, thanks again for watching. Thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it. I know I'm getting new subscribers. That's exciting. The light, I think my daughter, she told me that I needed some better lighting. So we'll see how this works out. I'll have to play with that, of course. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye for now, friends.